Okay, thanks. I hope you've come up with some amazing designs over the last 15 minutes, and we're going to think about how we're going to make those. Now, I haven't put a big list of what we necessarily need today because I don't know what's in your houses, and I need you to use that imagination. I need your little light bulbs to go off today and think about what could I use. So I'm sure everyone in their house has everyone has something they can use to make their vehicle with, and I need you to use your imagination and a little bit of invention to think, oh, that would be good for that, oh, that would be good for that, and have a little hunt in a minute. So here's my box. I don't throw much away. I do like to kind of make use of everything. So there's quite a lot of random things. I've got Pringle containers, I've got Jaffa boxes, I've got bottle top lids, Easter egg boxes left over, lots of different things that just got me thinking. And sometimes you have to find materials and then they kind of help you think through what you could do rather than trying to think, right, I want it exactly like this and trying to find something exactly. So work with what you find, and it's okay if your design changes a bit along the way. That often happens when designers are making things and artists are designing things. So it's okay if your design changes, but if you start off, let's have a think what we've got. So now, when I was younger, I used to go on lovely trips with a trailer on the back of our car with my parents, and we would head down to Calais, or to Dover, and we'd get the boat to Calais. And I'd often look over and see the hovercrafts, and I thought, wow, they look really exciting. It was great fun going on a boat, but you look at the hovercraft and think, that looks like fun. So I'm thinking, oh, wouldn't it be good fun to make some sort of hovercraft? And when I was hunting around my daughter's room yesterday, I found these kind of little bottle things you put in the bath with your drinking. And I was thinking, wow, that would be a good little hovercraft at starting point. So a little blow up hoop. So I then had to think, what else could I find? I found a little pineapple one as well. And I found a tube, I think that's an old Pringles tube. And the lid of a disposable cup that I found. I also found a funny stick thing, I don't know where that came from, a little person, and I found a little bit of paper, which then could slot in. Made a little hole, slotted it into my pineapple, and suddenly I had a hovercraft. I'm going to add my little person in there, and off he set sail. Wherever he wants to go to. So that was quite a quick and easy way of making a little hovercraft for myself. What other things could be used? So you might have some boxes, and last week when we did the suitcase we talked about kind of taking them apart so you're not stuck seeing whatever was in the box. You can take it apart and turn it inside out and then stick it back down. So if you've got some sellotape or glue or masking tape, see what you've got in your house, or a stapler might be able to do it as well, and just holding it back in place. Then once you've got a box, that can become anything, couldn't it? You can alter the shape of it, you can make it narrower. This could be good for a lorry, camper van, now that would be good. I do like a camper van, and that way you could sleep in your vehicle as well as driving, so you wouldn't need to kind of stop at hotels and things. So we're going to hold it in place with a little bit of tape, and then just using kind of collage materials. You can start to collage windows onto it and think about what you want it to look like and do a design. So you get some beautiful camper vans that got flowers and lots of different kind of designs from the 60s that might look really cool. So that'd be your starting point, and then you can still stop it looking like a box by adding other things. Now Stan had a go at the starting point. Do you want to come back over, Stan? At making, this was going to be the start of your party bus, wasn't it? And he was just, the tour bus, sorry. You were going to come up with how to make it move. So that was a little problem we had. And to begin with, Stan went off, says, right, I need some wheels, and he found 2 pencils, some bottle tops, and he very carefully made a hole with them, and really a little bit careful, it's quite stiff, so you might want to say if you're a bit younger, ask somebody for a bit of help, and do it onto a cutting mat or something like that. But he made 2 holes, which was really ingenious. So he's got his wheels and his axle, which you then stuck on to the bottom, didn't you? So we stuck them on initially, and then you came to see me and said, but the wheels aren't moving. We talked about it, we thought, oh, that's because they're stuck on.
I already knew that, but I couldn't get it through.
Okay, so you kind of thought, well, you couldn't get it through, so you stuck them on, but then you thought, actually, there's a slight problem here. We need to make them move. So we then very carefully had to go, because the pencils were quite sharp, just gently poking the holes into them so that they could then move. So once you've got the idea, you've got your box and then your wheels, then you could be thinking, right, what can I do with my box of wheels? So we could even go to a slightly bigger size. So here's, if you're feeling a bit more ambitious, you might have a glue gun in your house, which you'll need to ask your parents about, but they might be able to help you kind of glue sections onto it, so you've got more materials, and then the wheels can move. We've got an element of moving to your vehicle. So we've had a few different ways that we could possibly make vehicles. Now to finally come up with your party bus, you yesterday went into the junk box, and he's found lots of different junk and created the Thiel Primary School party bus. So here we have, explain what you've used, Stan, and what the party bus does. Do you want to come back round here so we might not be able to see you around there, Stan? So can you explain your party bus?
So, firstly, you get on that point, and if you need a wheelchair that goes up and down so they can get on, and there's a hole here for the driver's seat, and windows here, and if you read that, it says Go Thiel Primary School and this is the palm tree, and I put a helicopter on the top so you can ride around, and there's a TV here and 2 bean bags so people can sit down and watch TV.
Fantastic. And what was in this? Like the trailer compartment? What was in the trailer compartment, Stan?
Well, I haven't really finished that one yet. So if you're on the road, wheels can come out, and if you're in the water, a propeller comes down.
Fantastic.
So, and this is a kind of trailer bit, and on the top is the big swimming pool, and there's a TV there, and my dad helped me make a ring.
Or like a rubber ring.
And inside there's a screen can come down, which is a big, where you have movies, and there's different seats and you can search in what snacks you want, and it comes up. This is where the teachers sleep, and in this bit is the kitchen.
Wow, so it fits the whole school in it.
So that's where the whole school
It's got a
is
kitchen,
in,
it's got a swimming pool, it's got a teacher's sleeping area, helicopters for maybe special guests to arrive by. That sounds amazing. So, and it floats, and it's got the wheels pop out as well.
Yes.
At some point. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Dan. That was so ingenious seeing yours. And if I'd done a little demo today, I don't think it would be anywhere near as inventive as this. So I love the fact that Stan's ideas you kept finding materials, and you kept thinking of new things to do with them, and that kind of inspired you along. Thank you so much, Dan. Here you go, Dan. So we've nearly finished our today's challenge. You are designing, first of all, and making a model of the vehicle that's going to take you on our journey around the world, into the future, into the past, wherever we end up going. And think of whatever materials you've got. If you haven't got much junk, don't worry. What have you got in your house? Have you got Duplo? Have you got Lego? Now here's one Stanley's brother created. So this is kind of did various things that lifted up, various things popped out of it. But use your Lego, see what you can create, and have fun. Just playing, inventing, and maybe then if your younger brothers and sisters have created something, maybe you can start your journey together. And next week I should have a little bit more back from you of the places you'd like to go, and we are going to set sail or set off in our train or get the car going, and we are heading off with our suitcase, with our vehicle, and we are going on our adventure. I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.